You used to be vegan?
I did eat a vegan diet for 6 months. I got fucking brainwashed on a goddamn Netflix documentary. I did it for 6 months. I fought my UFC debut, vegan. I feel like I was doing a good job eating and supplementing and doing what I needed to do. I feel like I needed some good red meat in my diet to perform at an optimal level. But you're vegan, yeah?
Yeah. I think we watched the same documentary.
Listen, the best thing about plant-based diet is it has enhanced my life. I'm as strong as you, I'm gonna run as long as you, and I'm not breaking down. And if he believes that, and he doesn't feel or see the difference, we can't change his mind on that. But, you know, with age usually comes wisdom.
A proper healthy fry-up. First, when cooking your food, absolutely avoid vegetable oils and any kind of seed oils. Instead, always use animal fats. I've gone for butter. Throw a good amount in a pan, then add 6 rashers of bacon, of course only using the best quality. When they're done, fry up 6 pasture-raised eggs, cooking them in all that bacon grease. We want all that good, healthy, saturated fat. Don't forget to salt your eggs, serve up and enjoy. Forget the beans, mushrooms and toast and all the other crap ingredients. Just keep it simple, start your day off with this and you'll have tons of energy and start feeling amazing.
I used to eat 6 eggs a day. When I was 26, I had the 3rd highest cholesterol on the team, and there were guys on the team 10 years older than me, and they wanted to put me on a pill that would lower my cholesterol and then give me a pill for ED, because they said, if you take this pill, definitely you're gonna have ED. And I just stopped eating eggs, and I kept my erection, and I lowered my cholesterol.
White cap mushrooms had over 100 known carcinogens, but also spinach, kale, lettuce, celery, cabbage, cucumber, broccoli, literally given pages and pages of every plant that you've ever come across in the grocery store. And not a single one had less than 60 known human carcinogens in them. And I remember thinking in my head, I'm like, well, but vegetables are still good for you though, right? Our professor must have just read our minds. He looked at us like, you guys aren't getting this. And he just said, I don't eat salads. I don't eat vegetables. I don't let my kids eat vegetables.
Oh my God.
Plants are trying to kill you. I was like, right, forget plants. And I just stopped. And you go to the grocery store and everything has plants. Everything either is plants or has plants in the ingredients. And I just walked around and I just came across it's eggs and meat. I'm like, okay, well, so I just eat eggs and meat. And that's what I did for a number of years and had massive health benefits. I was playing professional rugby while in university, and my athletic performance, as well as just my physical health, just increased dramatically. It was just night and day different.
He didn't say, in my nutrition class, my professor said this. He said, my professor says, I don't eat plants. I don't let my kid eat plants. I think the carnivore diet is great for carnivores. But as a human, I don't think so.
Here are 3 lies your doctor has told you about red meat. I have Brett from the Meat Mafia. He's going to give you the first tip. Brett?
Myth number 1. Beef is bad for the environment. Beef is not bad for the environment. A 2019 study found that beef only contributed to 3.3% of the US's overall climate footprint. Meanwhile, regenerative agriculture can actually sequester carbon into the soil and make the environment healthier.
It's the opposite of what they told us, isn't it? The second myth is that red meat is going to cause a heart attack, cardiovascular disease. Look, don't blame red meat and cholesterol and saturated fat for what the sugar did. It is high levels of insulin from sugar and processed carbs that will lead to heart disease, not red meat. What's the last one, Brett?
And the third myth is that all red meat is the same. That's absolutely not true. There's a massive difference between a grass-finished piece of regenerative meat versus the processed meat found in the inner aisle or the outer aisle of the grocery store. The grass-finished meat is going to be super high in nutrients. It's going to be good for the environment, and it's going to be loaded with vitamins that a lot of the processed meat isn't going to have. So there's a massive discrepancy between good quality meat and bad quality meat.
Eating a dead cow, don't cut it off and call it beef. Them talking about grass-fed, regenerative, all the words he used. The way you present yourself, the way you speak, to have that template behind you, to have the words in front of you, makes it seem to be so true. Just because they said it with their chest out don't mean they were correct.
You know with 100% certainty that it is not healthier for you. No matter how much you yell about it or bully people, it's still not healthy. Number 2, we might say we're doing it for the environment. Animal poop is as important as animal meat or milk because the poop builds soil, and soil is a carbon sink, and soil grows food. no animals, no poop, no soil. No soil, no plants. We must have animals in our ecosystem. That's how it works. You could say, well, I'm going to go vegan because of moral and ethical things. I don't want to create suffering in animals. The deaths per calorie from plant foods involves all of the animals that were killed to stop them from eating your wheat, your corn, your soy, your avocados. If you want the lowest deaths per calorie, it is grass-fed bison.
So I was at this event one time and he was there and he had a product called Bulletproof coffee or whatever. His hustle is the only way because he's talking to people who want to hear what he has to say so they can feel good about their guilt. If you want to stay on the Western diet, then go get you a bison. Enjoy your 62 years on the planet.